And I look like someone who kept hoping too long. There's a mirror in the hall I don't use anymore. It tells the truth without raising its voice. I walk past and stop, then stare for a minute like, who is this man with the sleep missing in him? Eyes gone flat, jaw locked tight, phone in his palm like a bad little shrine. Waiting for a name that don't arrive, waiting for a reason from someone online. It was me, yeah, I hate that it was. Standing in the record, still calling it love. Giving you grace while I swallowed the flood. Trying to be calm while I ran out of blood. And I know I had storms, I know I had cracks. I know I could turn one quiet, I was black, but you didn't have to let me rot like that. You could've said goodbye and never came back.
I don't miss who I became when I was waiting on you. That version of me kept begging for weather reports from a sky that already moved. The version of me that waited doesn't live here anymore. He left his hope by the window and his pride on the floor. He gave your silence a heartbeat, gave your distance a soul, made a home out of almost, then wondered why it got cold. The version of me that waited
Was loyal to a ghost.
He kept saving the sea
For the one who hurt him most. And I'm
sorry to him,
for the nights I let slide,
but I had to stop dying
just to keep you alive. I stopped explaining your absence in pretty ways. Stop calling in space when it looked like escape. Stop saying you care but just couldn't say, when silence kept proving the opposite case. I know that sounds bitter, maybe it is, but truth comes ugly when it lives in your ribs. I wanted the woman who knew where I hid, to not use quiet like punishment did. Maybe you panicked, maybe you froze, maybe you didn't know how to let go. Maybe I love like a house on fire and you couldn't breathe from the smoke. I can hold all that and still say this: you broke something being wordless. Not because you left, but the way you left made me feel like I deserved it. I kept trying to be mature about it. Told myself, people leave, people change, people get overwhelmed. But then I'd be standing there, brushing my teeth with my phone on the sink, like some pathetic little altar. And I'd realize I wasn't being mature, I was abandoning myself politely. I was calling it patience because grief sounded too desperate. I was calling it love because rejection sounded too final.
And I think that's when I knew I didn't need you to answer anymore. I needed me to stop asking. The version of me that waited doesn't live here anymore. He packed up the maybe and walked out the door. He took back the evenings you left on repeat, took back the panic you planted in me. The version of me that waited still misses your face, still misses your face, still flinches at silence, still hates empty space. But he's learning the difference between love and the wound, and tonight he chose breathing